Good morning, brothers and sisters. God's Word is an anchor in times of storm. If you've made the decision to seek a relationship with God and obey Him no matter what, you will experience seasons of difficulty and uncertainty. Your walk with God is a journey of faith, and there will be situations when your trust in Him will be tested. What will you cling to when a deluge of trouble rains on your life, and everything you know to be true seems to be swept away by intense winds of adversity? What will you hold on to when the waves of doubt threaten to crash down on you? God's Word is an immovable anchor in our times of storm. I'm reminded of the story in Numbers 22 of King Balak and the Moabites, and how they were afraid of the Israelites' power. And they hired Balaam to curse the Israelites. Well, we know from the story that God shielded Israel from harm when the people didn't even know that they needed protecting. He caused other nations to be afraid of them, and even went to unusual lengths to keep Israel from being cursed. God was so powerful and convincing that even the pagan prophet Balaam had to say, "I have received a command to bless. He has blessed and I cannot reverse it." Numbers 23 verse 20. God's Word is absolutely true. You may not understand how God is going to bring about what He's promised you, but He is keeping every promise that He has ever made. He will never deceive you or disappoint you, and He will never change His mind about what He's told you. Do you read and meditate on the Bible every day so that the Lord can bring His Word to your mind when you need a reminder of His love and comfort? What do you do when you're experiencing a tempest of adversity and need a special message of hope from God to hold on to? When trouble strikes like a tidal wave, God's Word can be an anchor of strength, guidance, and comfort to keep you steady. What storm are you facing today? Are you disheartened by your situation? God will never fail you, and He'll never change His mind about the promises that He's made to you. Therefore, pray. Lay your heart out to God and ask for His love and comfort. Ask Him to show you His will and lead you to His message of encouragement. Then read His Word. A good place to find assurance is in the book of Psalms. Or, if you're a new believer, you can read the Gospel of John. Consider these life lessons. Consider God's promises your spiritual anchors. Hebrews chapter 6, verses 18 through 20 says this, that by two immutable things in which it is impossible for God to lie, we might have strong consolation, who have fled for our refuge to lay hold of the hope set before us. This hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast, in which enters the presence behind the veil, where the forerunner has entered for us, even Jesus, having become high priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. Second principle, God always keeps the promises that He makes. Joshua 21, verse 45. Not a word failed of any good thing which the Lord had spoken to the house of Israel. All came to pass. And lastly, number 3, be willing to patiently wait for God to fulfill His promises. Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 2 through 3. Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. God bless.